Welcome to Business English for Success. Have you ever worried that a career gap on your CV might limit your progress toward a high-level promotion or your next significant career move?
Many professionals see a gap year as something to be concerned about. They enter interviews feeling unsure, hoping the focus stays away from their time out of the workforce.
We are here to change that perspective. Today, we will show you how to transform that silent period into a valuable professional asset, a launchpad that demonstrates you are better prepared for future leadership opportunities.
Exactly. We're moving from simply explaining a gap to proving you are a solution provider. This approach can help you present your value more effectively and position yourself for stronger career opportunities.
In this session, we analyze 5 real-world scenarios. We begin with a crucial question. Why haven't you worked for this period? And how to answer it while maintaining your professional authority.
You will learn to articulate your journey so that time away becomes strategic preparation for excellence. This professional shift can significantly improve your chances of a positive hiring outcome.
Store with us. By the end of this video, you will have practical business English tools to turn your career timeline into a story of success. Let's begin with Scenario 1, convincing the recruiter from the very first question about your career gap. Imagine you are sitting in a professional interview. The atmosphere is calm, but then comes the question, I notice you haven't been employed for the past 12 months. Could you tell me why?
In this situation, most people feel they need to justify their time off. They might say, well, I was quite tired after my last job, so I decided to take a break and just relax at home for a while. I'm sorry if that's a problem.
This is what we call the job seeker approach. By saying this, you sound like you are asking for permission or sympathy. It creates the impression that you were inactive, which can make the recruiter feel uncertain about your readiness.
To move away from that, we use a technique called strategic framing. This means you present your time off as a deliberate professional choice rather than a gap in your life.
Exactly. Instead of taking a break, you were recalibrating your career path. This shift shows that you are in control of your journey and that you only return to work when you find the perfect match for your expertise.
Let's listen to how a solution provider handles this question with professional poise. In this scenario, Emma acts as the recruiter and Marcus joins us as the candidate. Let's dive into their conversation.
Marcus, I see a 12-month hiatus on your CV since your last role as a senior accountant. Could you provide some context on that period?
Certainly. I intentionally took a strategic hiatus to recalibrate my career goals and ensure my next step aligned with my long-term professional evolution.
That's an interesting perspective. What did you focus on during that time to prepare for your return?
I dedicated that period to advanced financial modeling and staying current with evolving tax regulations. My goal was to return to the corporate sector with a fresh perspective and a more specialized skill set.
I appreciate that. It's not often we see candidates take such a deliberate approach to their career development.
Thank you. I believe that by taking the time to sharpen my expertise, I am now better prepared to provide sustainable value to a company that prioritizes long-term efficiency, which is why I was so interested in this specific position.
Did you notice the change? Marcus didn't apologize once. He used the word hiatus instead of gap.
Yes, in business English, a gap sounds like something is missing. A hiatus sounds like a planned professional pause. It suggests that you were busy building yourself up, not just waiting for a phone call.
Also, notice the phrase professional evolution. This tells the recruiter that you aren't just looking for any job, you are looking for the right job. This can help create a stronger professional impression.
Our golden sentence for this scenario is, I intentionally took a strategic hiatus to recalibrate my career goals.
Now it's your turn. If you had to describe your time away using one positive professional word, what would it be? Write your answer in the comments below and let's practice together.
So we've handled the why, but how do you prove that the skills you sharpened during your hiatus can solve the specific problems this company is facing today?
That is exactly what we will cover in our next scenario, the skill bridge. This is where you turn your learning into measurable value for the organization. Now that you have explained your time away, the recruiter will look for proof of your current value. They might ask, "Since you've been away for a while, how can we be sure your skills are still relevant to our current projects?"
A common but less effective response is, "I did some freelance work and watched some videos online during my time off. I'm sure I can learn your system quickly once I start."
Did you notice the energy here? By using "I'm sure I can learn," you are asking the company to invest time in training you. It sounds like you are still in learning mode rather than contribution mode. It doesn't solve the recruiter's immediate concern.
To fix this, we use the skill bridge technique. Instead of just listing what you did, you connect your hiatus activities directly to the company's current goals.
Exactly. You aren't just a candidate who learned things. You are a solution provider who intentionally developed specific expertise to address the challenges this industry is facing right now.
Let's hear how to build this bridge effectively in a professional setting. In this scenario, Emma represents the hiring manager and Marcus joins us as the professional candidate. Let's observe their conversation.
Marcus, our department is currently moving toward automated financial reporting. Since you haven't been in a full-time corporate role for a year, how does your recent experience align with this direction?
That is an excellent point. During my professional hiatus, I intentionally focused on mastering cloud-based accounting automation and data visualization tools.
I see. Many people find those tools quite a stretch to learn independently. How did you apply them?
I worked on several high-level consultancy projects where I streamlined reporting processes for small firms. I sharpened my ability to reduce manual entry errors by 30% using the exact software your team is implementing.
That's impressive. Reducing errors by that margin is a significant goal for us this quarter.
My goal was to ensure that when I returned to a major organization like yours, I could provide immediate value. I believe that this expertise is exactly what your team needs to ensure a seamless transition to your new system.
Notice how Marcus used the phrase immediate value. He didn't say, "I hope to help." He said he is ready to deliver results from day one.
Yes, and pay attention to the term streamlined. In business English, streamlining means making a process more efficient and profitable. It's a word that every manager loves to hear because it relates directly to the company's success.
By mentioning a specific result, reducing errors by 30%, Marcus moved from being a job seeker to a solution provider. He proved that his time off was actually a period of intensive professional growth.
Our key sentence for this scenario is, "During this time, I sharpened my skills in automation, which I believe can effectively support your team in addressing current reporting challenges."
Now, tell us, what is one professional skill you improved recently? How can it help a company grow? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can help you refine your message.
We've built the bridge, but what if the recruiter is worried that you are out of touch with the latest market trends?
In our next loop, we will show you how to position yourself as a market expert, proving that you know the industry better than those who never took a break. This is where you truly stand out. Even after proving your skills, a recruiter might still wonder, are you truly up to speed with how the industry has changed in the last year? Things move very fast here.
A weak response often looks like this. "I know things have changed and I've read some news articles. I'm a quick learner, so I'm sure I can get back on track once I'm back in the office."
This answer is a missed opportunity. By saying, "I'm sure I can get back on track," you are admitting that you are currently behind. It places you in a position of weakness instead of authority.
In this situation, we use the market expert technique. Instead of catching up, you show that you have been monitoring the industry from a strategic distance.
Exactly. Your time away allowed you to see the big picture. You aren't just aware of the changes, you have analyzed them. This makes you a consultant-level candidate who brings fresh, updated insights to the team.
Let's see how to demonstrate market relevance with high-level business English. In this scenario, Emma represents the department head, and Marcus joins us as the professional candidate. Let's listen to their insights.
Marcus, the accounting landscape has shifted significantly toward ESG reporting, environmental, social, and governance. Given your hiatus, how familiar are you with these current compliance trends?
That is a very timely question. In fact, I've been closely monitoring the industry shift toward ESG reporting over the past 12 months.
That's good to hear. Many people still find the new standards quite confusing. What is your take on the current trajectory?
I've observed that many firms are moving from voluntary disclosure to mandatory compliance. During my time off, I attended several professional webinars to understand how these global trends will specifically affect mid-sized companies like yours.
It sounds like you've been doing your homework. Most people are too busy with daily tasks to look that far ahead.
Precisely. My goal was to maintain a fresh perspective. I believe my current understanding of these ESG frameworks allows me to help your team navigate these upcoming transitions with a high degree of precision and confidence.
Did you notice the impact? Marcus used the phrase closely monitoring. This is much stronger than saying, I've been reading about it.
Absolutely. In business English, monitoring implies an active, professional observation. It shows you are an expert who keeps their eyes on the goal even when you aren't in the office.
And look at the word trajectory. It means the direction in which something is moving. Using this word shows that you understand the future of the industry, not just the past. It positions you as a strategic partner, not just an employee.
Our key sentence for this scenario is, I've been closely monitoring the industry shift toward new regulations, which allows me to offer a fresh and updated perspective.
Now it's your turn. What is one major trend in your industry right now? Practice using the phrase, I've been monitoring, and share it in the comments. We'd love to see your professional insights.
You've proven you are an expert, but the recruiter might still have one last concern. If you left work once for a year, will you leave us again soon?
That is the focus of our next loop, the commitment test. We will show you how to prove that this time you are here for the long term, because this role aligns perfectly with your evolved career goals. Let's move forward. After you've impressed them with your expertise, many recruiters will ask a cautious question. Since you were comfortable taking a long break before, how can we be sure you are fully committed to a long-term role with us now?
A weak response usually sounds like an apology. I promise I won't leave. I really need this job now, and I've finished all my personal business, so I am ready to work hard for a long time.
This answer feels like you are just asking for a chance. It focuses on your personal need for a job rather than the company's need for a stable, high-value professional. It doesn't build lasting trust.
To address this, we use the future-oriented commitment technique. Instead of just promising to stay, you show that this specific role is the logical next step in your professional evolution.
Exactly. You aren't just back at work. You are returning with a clear purpose. You've spent your hiatus preparing for a challenge exactly like this one, which makes you more committed than a candidate who never took the time to reflect.
In this scenario, Emma represents the Talent Acquisition Director, and Marcus joins us as the professional candidate. Let's observe how they handle this concern with sophistication.
Marcus, you've clearly utilized your hiatus well. However, we value stability. What reassures us that you won't decide to take another extended pause in the near future?
I appreciate your focus on stability. My hiatus was a one-time, intentional period dedicated to recalibrating my expertise for the next major chapter of my career.
So, how does this specific role fit into that next chapter for you?
After deep reflection, I realized I want to apply my skills to a firm that prioritizes sustainable growth, exactly like your organization. I am not just looking for a position, I am looking for a long-term partnership where my evolved skills can drive real results.
That's a very clear perspective. It shows you've put a lot of thought into your career direction.
Precisely. My goal for this next chapter is to provide sustainable value to an organization that aligns with my current expertise. I am fully prepared to dedicate my focus to helping your department achieve its long-term objectives.
Notice the key word Marcus used, sustainable value. In business English, sustainable means something that lasts and grows over time.
Yes, and he also used the word alignment. This is a power word in corporate communication. It shows that your personal success and the company's success are moving in the same direction.
By calling it a one-time intentional period, he removed the recruiter's fear that this is a recurring habit. He proved that his return is a deliberate, well-planned decision.
Our key sentence for this scenario is, "My goal for this next chapter is to provide sustainable value to an organization that aligns with my evolved expertise."
Now it's your turn. How do you want your next professional chapter to look? Practice using the word align in a sentence and share it with us in the comments.
You've earned their trust. Now there is only one step left, ensuring that your compensation truly reflects the value you bring, even after a career gap.
Our final scenario is all about the high-value close. We will show you how to negotiate your salary not as a job seeker, but as a strategic partner. Let's finish strong. We have reached the final stage. The recruiter is ready to make an offer, but they might use your time off as a reason to offer a lower salary. They might say, "We really like your profile, but considering your gap year, we'd like to start you at a slightly lower entry point."
Many people, feeling lucky to get an offer, respond weakly, "I understand. Since I've been away for a while, I'm okay with a lower starting salary just to prove myself again. Thank you for the opportunity."
This response immediately devalues your expertise. By accepting less because of your hiatus, you are confirming their doubt. It places you in the role of a junior again, instead of the senior partner you truly are.
To secure the compensation you deserve, we use value-based negotiation. You shift the focus from time spent working to value delivered.
Exactly. You are not a cost to the company. You are an investment. Your hiatus wasn't lost time. It was growth time that makes you more efficient and valuable today.
In this final scenario, Emma represents the Chief Financial Officer, and Marcus joins us as the Senior Professional Candidate. Let's observe how they conclude the interview with high-level professional poise.
Marcus, we are impressed with your vision. However, our standard policy for candidates returning from a hiatus is a slightly adjusted compensation package for the first 6 months. How do you feel about that?
I appreciate the offer and the transparency. However, based on the specialized skills in automation and ESG compliance I've developed during my hiatus, I am prepared to contribute effectively from the start.
We don't doubt your skills, but we usually look for recent corporate tenure when finalizing these figures.
I understand the policy. However, I'm not just looking for a role. I'm looking to contribute to meaningful and measurable outcomes for your department from day one. My evolved expertise positions me to address the challenges we discussed earlier and support greater efficiency for the team.
You certainly speak with the confidence of a partner. What is your expectation then?
I am looking for a package that aligns with the specialized value and efficiency I bring to the team. I believe that focusing on the projected outcomes I can achieve is the fairest way to finalize our agreement.
This was a masterclass in positioning. Notice the phrase return on investment. In business English, ROI is the ultimate language of leadership.
Absolutely. By using projected outcomes, Marcus shifted the talk away from his past gap and toward the company's future profit. He made it clear that his value is based on what he can do, not where he was last year.
He also used the word specialized value. This reminds the CFO that Marcus isn't just a regular accountant, he is an expert with unique, updated skills. It highlights the importance of aligning compensation with the value you bring.
Our final golden sentence is, "I'm not just looking for a role, I'm looking to deliver a return on investment for your department."
Think about your own role. What is one way you save your company time or money? Share that value point in the comments using Business English.
We have completed the journey from explaining the gap to negotiating a high-value offer.
Now let's bring everything together in our final shadowing session and recap. It's time to lock in these skills so you can use them in your real interview tomorrow. You've learned the strategy. Now it's time to build your muscle memory. Let's practice the most powerful phrases from today's session.
Remember, the key to professional poise is your rhythm and emphasis. Listen to each sentence, then repeat after us. Focus on the key words we emphasize.
I intentionally took a strategic hiatus to recalibrate my career goals.
I intentionally took a strategic hiatus to recalibrate my career goals.
Excellent. Now let's bridge your skills. Listen carefully. During this time, I sharpened my expertise to provide immediate value to your organization.
During this time, I sharpened my expertise to provide immediate value to your organization.
Well done. One last sentence for your negotiation. I'm looking to deliver a return on investment that aligns with my evolved expertise.
I'm looking to deliver a return on investment that aligns with my evolved expertise.
Outstanding. If you practice these daily, you will speak with the authority of a high-level professional. Marcus, we've covered a lot today. What is your biggest takeaway from our journey together?
I think the most important lesson is that a career gap is only a weakness if you see it that way. Once you shift your mindset to being a solution provider, everything changes. You aren't returning to work, you are advancing to a new level.
Exactly. Whether it's using the word hiatus instead of gap or focusing on sustainable value during negotiations, every word choice builds your professional authority.
We hope today's session has given you the clarity and the English skills you need to walk into your next interview with confidence. Your journey is unique, and it is your greatest strength.
Thank you for joining us at Business English for Success. If you found value in today's session, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing about your professional progress.
Don't forget to explore our other workshops to continue refining your professional communication. There is always a new level of excellence waiting for you.
Warmly. Until next time, stay professional, stay confident, and keep moving forward.
Politely. Goodbye for now. See you in the next session.